Hello guys, this is Eric Day from ACS Learning Hub. Welcome back to my channel. Today is 2022, 24th of October. Right, today is Monday, so yes, welcome back again. Well, hi everybody. Nice to see all of you here. Right, so today, I guess last Friday was really good day. Okay, so last week has a very profitable week, and today come back to Monday. And what are we going to do is that we're going to plan out. Okay, what are we going to focus? Then after that, in the London session, then we will see what are the currencies that we are going to focus. All right. So today is Monday. Well, last Friday was a profits preservation day, and today we shall have our planning. Right, and be more careful. Okay, because today is Monday, as we can see there's the yen is actually fighting very strongly in the morning. So we got to be very careful today. All right, what are we going to have? All right, so yep. So guys, do remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and later on in the London session, we can join in. Okay, we can join together to have a trading. All right. So one more thing to announce is that tomorrow, okay, in the London session, we will have Mr. KH for the Mandarin session, as I will be away for a little while, for 1 day, and I'll be back again. And on the Friday, I won't be around as well. Okay, so there won't be any live session. All right. Okay, there won't be any session from me as well. Okay. So yep. So that's the announcement for this week. So just to let everybody know, so they can prepare yourself. All right. Okay, so yeah, today I guess it's going to be quite rocky. Right? We have Euro, PMI, and also from the French, from the German. Well, also we have a manufacturing from the POW as well. Okay, manufacturing PMI also. All right, so US also the same thing. So I guess today is going to be very rocky. So just be very careful with the trading today. All right. So anyway, things are still going on. Okay, will be still good. Right, so let's see what do we have here. Right, so let's move on to first thing first to analyze what are we going to take a look. Right, hi Marcus, Sawadee-krap, 168. Right, so thank you for coming in. And I guess some countries are having some holidays today. Okay, Deepavali, happy Deepavali to everybody. And now let's see. Aussie CAD, right? Aussie CAD. So Aussie CAD over here, right? So let's see where we're heading. Okay, hi, Liao Vance Liao, right? Nice to see you here. This is the first time I see you here. Okay, thank you for coming in. All right, so yeah, once again, okay, so what we are going to do is that we are going to take a look. All right, so in this session, I'm going to analyze what are the currency pairs I'm going to focus. Later, we'll come back in the London session, right? So yeah, once again, after this week, the following week, we have a time change, right? So do remember, okay, to switch your time for the market opening as well. Okay, not much different, 1 hour. Okay, so yeah, let's try. Let's see what do we have here. Aussie CAD. Well, Aussie CAD over here. First thing first. Okay, what we are going to look out for is that the trend is still in the bear trend, right? The trend is in the bear trend, and we are looking out for selling, right? So today we have some retracement, and after let's see if the retracement is going to end. Yeah, so let's take a look. Okay, for Aussie CAD over here. Okay, so very clean. We are going to plot out this part here, which you can see is a very significant, very distinctive support over here. Well, and again, okay, over here, this tentatively we are on the resistance, so we can take a look. I'm going to put out the resistance line. All right, so see for us. Okay, right, so over here we are resistant now. It also shows that the retracement has seems like coming to an end, and the selling has started after retest, right? Retest on the 3rd hour of the day, 4th hour of the day, then now coming in. So seems like we are going to push for another lower resistance over here, that we are going ready for selling. Well, it may also be pushing back to test on the resistance once again. It may happen. Okay, it may happen over here. So we need to be very careful with this. by looking at this today, AUDCAD is looks like there's a very good chance for selling. If there's a new selling cycle down here, then we will go for a selling. Okay, so yes, yep, I'm going to put this AUDCAD into my watch list. Right, since past few days we have been putting this in. Yeah, so there are some people who actually capture it, which is very good. All right, so yeah, and let's go on with Aussie franc. Well, Aussie franc, yep, Aussie franc over here. So take a look at Aussie franc. Yeah, Aussie franc looks like now today we are in the trend, right, of a bear. So I can see that the resistance is still here, is good, and support is actually right there, and we are now in the trending. Looks like this trending market is actually quite beneficial for sellers. Right, so sellers can take note of the selling this Aussie franc. Okay, so let's take a look. Am I right with this? Yep. Okay, so just size a bit. All right. Okay, so tentatively by looking at this, all right, by looking at this, we are in the selling mode and we are on the resistance. We're good to sell when this coming in for this selling here, where I see that the over at this point here, we are actually meeting up with one level here. Okay, the resistance here. I think that's pretty good, where I see the trend of this Aussie franc started to go for a selling. Okay, so we are in the bear. So Aussie franc is good. We can also take note of Aussie franc. Okay, and later on we can continue, right, to sell. Okay, so I guess there's a selling opportunity coming in very soon. Yep. Okay. So yeah, Aussie franc. Okay. Aussie franc. Yes. Okay. Aussie franc. Take note. Anytime. Okay. Because I see the selling opportunity actually is coming in now. So from here right now, okay, basing on the current situation, okay, we are. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Over here to here, we have about 10 pips. Well, scalping may be good. All right. Do let me know if you got any profits. Hi, good morning, Yaman. Nice to see you here. Right, so over here, yeah, let's see. Okay, so for Aussie yen, well, Aussie yen over here, Aussie yen today, in terms of the trend, Aussie yen actually came in the bull. After that, it retraced down as a bear, but unfortunately, it got supported. So at this point here, we can see that now the yen this morning was very active, and now it has some turbulence over here. But the thing is that are we still in the bear? I would say yes, we are still in the bear. All right. So at this portion, we are going to look out for this resistance over here, right? And support has a little bit of changes here. Okay, I'm going to shift this away first. Okay, so support, okay, over here. And tentatively, let's see if we got any chance here. First of all, we are very near to one level here, okay, which is only about 16 pips away, 16 to 17 pips away. So there's selling opportunity there. Okay, so currently, by looking at this Aussie yen, yeah, you can only do a scalping in this area here. Okay, so guys, if you are ready to sell this, okay, you can take note of this Aussie yen. Okay, Aussie yen. All right. Okay, so yeah, what do I think about the pound yen and dollar yen? All right, I'll come to that in a while. Okay, yeah. So now for Aussie Kiwi, well, Aussie Kiwi, we are still in the bear. It's very obvious. Now we are in the bear. So selling is still possible. All right, but it's just that we need to look out for the support level. All right, support level. Then there's some support level over here. Then we need to take note. Okay, so it looks like it's very clear that we are actually taking ourselves into this situation here to clear this. Okay, so I think we still have very good space to go. Okay, we still have very good space to go. So over at this point here, right, so I will still say that Aussie Kiwi, yes, we can still go for a selling. Well, Aussie Kiwi, because first thing first, is actually very obvious that it's actually going on a bear. So Aussie Kiwi, yes, I'm going to put this into my selling list. And guys, you can take note now. I think the selling is actually pushing, right? So we have a support over here. Just take note of this support. Try to wait for the breaking of the support. before we actually retest this area. Then after that, we go for a selling. All right. Right. So for Aussie dollar, well, Aussie dollar, well, looking at this in the bear, very clear. We are still in the bear. So tentatively over here, we can see that this Aussie dollar, we actually have a good swing down, but after that it was being pushed up right last Friday. Okay, so the resistance is actually over here to waiting to be tested right over at this point here. Okay, we can see, yeah. What is Kiwi? It is first time. Oh, New Zealand dollar. Sorry, yeah, it's New Zealand dollar. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So over at this part here, right? Over at this part here, as we can see. Okay. So over at this point here, I will say that we have very good chance for selling for today. All right. So Aussie dollar, we can also take note of Aussie dollar, right? Aussie dollar is also good. Aussie dollar, we can take note for selling over here. So right now, I will say that tentatively is still going to go down. Okay, to take the right here to check out with this area over here. All right, so yeah, we can put Aussie dollar into our watch list as well. All right. Well, so we have all the Aussies qualified for selling today. So look out for Aussie. Well, so naturally for Euro Aussie, we are. It looks like guys now we have bears and now on the moon. So Euro Aussie is good for buying. So I'm going to skip this. Right, EURJPY. Well, EURJPY is also good for buying. We are in the bull. Tentatively, support is still there. All right. So currently, by looking at this here, right, support is very clear here. Let's take a look. Yeah, now from here it builds another support into this area of values here. Can you see? Right. So we are still going AUDCAD. So tentatively selling no. So the resistance level we are looking out is actually 1, which is very near. So people who are buying, please take note of the resistance. Okay, look out for this before you buy. All right. Okay. So let's move. Euro yen. Well, Euro yen, once again, the yen was very active just now earlier on. So today for Euro yen, we are still looking out for the buying. Right, so are we still going to look out for any selling? I would say there will be a good chance that selling is possible today before the buy. Okay, so at the moment, I'm looking out into this level of resistance. All right, so now how about the support? I can see very obvious the support is here. All right, so I'm going to change this into green so that it symbolize is a support area. Okay, yeah, so currently, right, if exact spot here we can see okay, the area of values here we can see. Well, this is the area of values where you can see the resistance has been created. So there may be one time that it will actually test onto it or to swing down immediately. Okay, so just take note of this because this is a new wave over here, as we can see. Right, so selling is still very possible. Okay, so yeah, Euro yen, short-term selling. Okay, I will say, yeah, is to actually recover the liquidity here, so that we can so that I think there may be another chance of buying. All right, so grab the chance first. Okay, anyway. All right, so Euro yen. Euro yen. Okay, so next to go Euro Kiwi. Well, Euro Kiwi over here. By looking at Euro Kiwi over here, right, the bull has been running very bullish. Then over here it started to turn down, but is it a pullback or is it starting to sell? Well, I would say that tentatively by looking at this, all right, by looking at this point here, okay, as you can see, support is very near. Okay, and we are looking into distance is up here, right? Okay, so let me plot this out first before I go into details. Right, so over here, would there be any point that I can start selling if there's a new cycle of selling? Yes, okay, whereby this right now we have a new cycle of a new wave. So this resistance over here, it works. Seems like, but if later on, if this is going to break above the resistance, then we cannot sell anymore. All right, so Euro Kiwi, we are at the edge. So just take note, all right? Just take note if you are good for this buying or selling here, depending on where it goes. Okay, so this is something that we need to take note as well. All right, so next to go. Well, next to go. So euro dollar. Well, is euro dollar good for selling today? Well, for euro dollar, we are in the bear. We are still looking out in the bear, and actually it had achieved last week. We actually went down as low as 95. All right, so finally it crosses and hits the target there. So today it seems like it's building up the support. Okay, so now we are actually coming in here since over here. Sorry, not last week, last month. So last month over here created a higher support, higher support, higher support. But let's see if this resistance going to hold. All right, if this resistance going to hold, to come back here for a retest of the support, we may have a good chance of 87 pips, as well as one point here whereby it will turn out for a higher support. Okay, so then but we still have about 30 pips to go. So tentatively, all right, I will still say that we still have a good chance of selling. Okay, although we are in the retracement state. Okay, we are in the retracement state, so we have to pay attention to this level here. So I would suggest for Aussie dollar, Euro dollar, we will tentatively up to here. I'm looking at clearing the lows, the Asian low today before we actually take action. So pay attention to this level first. All right. So euro dollar, I think there's quite a good chance for selling. So I'm going to put euro dollar into my watch list as well. Okay. Right. Hi CK, 你好，今天不忙吗？今天 Okay, so yep. All right. So let's take a look. Pound Aussie. Pound Aussie is very straightforward. We are going for a buy. Right. So tentatively no selling yet. Okay. So let's wait for Pound Aussie to actually comes in for a selling pattern. Okay, a selling state. Then we will go. Now it's not in the selling zone yet. All right. Okay. So Pound franc, same thing. Yeah, Pound franc. We are actually looking into a buy. Okay, we are looking into a buy. So tentatively by looking at this, right? We have a good chance of short-term selling. In fact, okay, we have a short-term selling indicated here. All right. So one. And up here also. Okay, so we can take a look at this because we have a short-term selling signal over here that can once tested on the resistance over here, which is not breaking, I will say that there will be a good chance of selling. Okay, so Pound franc. Pound franc, we have about 50 pips there, about let's put about 50. Okay. So that will actually give us a short-term selling there. Well, okay. Yep, okay. So Pound franc, all right, it's a short-term selling, so take note. But I'm not going to put this in my watch list. All right, Pound yen. Well, Yemen. Okay, I'm here for you here. Right, and now Pound yen actually looking into a buy over here. We are after retested this area, we are still looking up into a buy. So actually for Pound yen, I'm seriously looking into selling, but the selling signal is not here yet. Okay, it's not here yet. So at the moment, for Pound yen, it's actually still on the struggling stage, I would say. As we can see, all right, over at this point here, we have been struggling around this resistance area here. Okay, if you can see here. All right, there's a resistance level over here, another one. You know, all these are really very struggling side. Okay, so at this point here, I will choose to wait for this. Pound yen to test on the resistance. Then I will want to start selling. I have by looking at this. Okay, I will say that today, right? The chances of this selling, okay, later on in the London session, I will go deeper into this Pound yen, okay, to look out for my targets. But at the moment, right now, I see that there will be a good chance that we are going to take out this area here. Okay, they will be taking out this area here. So currently, by looking at this here, okay, yeah, resistance are all here. Still waiting for it to test on the resistance area before we actually can take action. So pound yen we can put under observation, although today we looks like it's still not into a mood of selling yet. I'm still waiting for it to come back, but once it come back from here, I'm looking out into around this area. Wow, that's a very, very big one. Okay, very, very big space. Yeah. Do you think Bank of Japan not take any action for the yen? I guess they will. Okay, I guess they will. So it's something that we need to take note. Okay, it's something that we need to take note. Yeah. So it may happen. Well, it may happen. Actually, I guess it will happen. It's not that it may, right? But I think they are looking for a right time. Okay, they are looking for a right time. So at the moment, tentatively, I'm still looking at this that still looking good. Okay, but let's see. Okay, because by guessing on their action, I will not going for I will not be going for any guessing. I will just base on the price action here, the movement of the market to determine what is the next move. Okay, so yeah, pound yen we can put under observation. So it will be risky to take a buy position. I will say that tentatively, if you want to take a buy, it's going to be a short-term buy, about 53 pips, right? But the thing is that by looking at the situation like this, okay, I guess we will stay put first, because now it's too early to judge whether buy or selling is in a risky position. All right, you need a more confirmation, because right now it's into a state that a lot of traders may be thinking that okay, yen is going to get strong, it's going to sell, or it's going to get weaker, and everything go by. But it's in the stage of guessing. So allow the market to settle down first before we take action. Okay. Right, pound kiwi. Yeah, pound kiwi. Let's take a look at pound kiwi. Well, pound kiwi over here, as we can see, pound kiwi. Right now we are actually in the state of moving towards the north. So buying is still possible. Okay, buying is still possible. So look out for the support before you buy. Actually, it hits on the support, tested now. It's actually getting ready to go for a selling to test the resistance up here. Okay, there's a resistance level up here. Right, so yeah, and tentatively by looking at this, all right. Okay, so this is the level we are looking out for. So we are right in the middle of nowhere. So take note, okay? All right, so now, yeah, the yen is actually still getting very weak. Okay. Yes, exactly, Hubert. Okay, so next to go, pound dollar. Well, pound dollar, I will say that today is actually quite a good one. Okay, I'm looking out for selling. So we are still, the whole trend, we are still looking out in the bear. All right, so tentatively, we are still looking out for selling now. So at this point here, so we are selling over here. At this point, we are the resistance has been tested once. Okay, so at the moment, I'm looking out for selling opportunity. Okay, I'm looking out for selling opportunity here. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of all these. We have taken out my targets. Okay, so I'm going to shift my targets once again. Right, it seems like the target is almost the same place, but well, let's see. Okay, so right now, okay, let me take a look here. Well, we can. I'm going to take a look at this area here. All right, one area, two area over here. Okay, so let's take a look at this level first. All right, so we are going to retest, allow it to retest the level here up there. All right, retest the area here, then later on we will come back for selling. Okay, so pound dollar, I'm going to look out for selling first. All right. Okay, so wow, the whole pound, only pound dollar. Okay. Right, so let's take a look at dollar CAD. Well, dollar CAD, once again, dollar CAD. Well, okay, dollar CAD, it seems like we has tested on the support level. Okay, coming in to test the support level over here. Right, so there's a moving support here that's being tested. And coming back here, as we can see, dollar CAD is actually in the bull. So it came down to test on the support here, and it seems like very obvious that we are setting up this support to test the resistance up there. So are we going to take any opportunity to buy or sell from here? Definitely no selling. Okay, buying is still possible. All right, so let's see. We have one level here to retested once. Now, okay, let me put it up. Okay, so yeah, I think buying is still possible for dollar CAD. So no selling for dollar franc. Okay, right. So sorry, dollar CAD. Now dollar franc. Right, dollar franc. So dollar franc, well, we are still in the bull. So the pulling back is still very strong here. Okay, as a support. So buying is still possible, I would say. All right. So tentatively, by looking at this, well, we have ever hit $1. Okay, so you know it's similar to euro dollar. So right now, okay, we are looking into this for buying. Tentatively, I would say that if you are going for a buying, please take note of the selling level, okay? The resistance level. All right, so dollar yen. Well, dollar yen over here. Dollar yen. We have been looking at passing through 150. So last week, successfully passed through the 150 mark. So are we going to go for a selling today? Well, I will advise that it's not really that yet. Okay, I will just put it in as a buying. All right, because for dollar is still dominating the market right now. So I will say that currently the dollar is still in control. So I will say that please don't sell and always hold a concept of this is the highest, this is the top, this is the peak. All right, please don't hold that anymore. We are not in the situation or in the era where people will say, this is the highest and it's time to sell, you know. Okay, especially you know, and you see things that keep escalating. Now don't try that, okay, this is not going to be funny anymore. All right, so we are going to really take a very, very careful action against the dollar yen. Okay, all right, so yep, and from the dollar yen, okay, I will still prefer to look for buy. Okay, but for me, I'm going to avoid trading in dollar yen. Dollar yen will become one of the currency pairs. The movement will become a reference for me to take a look at other currency cross pair. All right. Okay, so for Bitcoin, yes, Bitcoin. I was studying the Bitcoin yesterday, and currently I'm looking at this Bitcoin. It was very interesting. So Bitcoin actually, from what I say, it will range around this area, and the spike will actually tentatively for this week. I will say that it will not be won't be too much of a movement. Okay, but in fact, it should be looking more on the selling side. Okay, so for Bitcoin, after the studies yesterday, yesterday's on the Sunday, Bitcoin is still running, and I see that the Bitcoin is still trying very hard to test into 18,000. So now 18,000 mark over here. So this is where we are actually still going. All right. Okay. Yeah. So that's the Bitcoin for the. Oh yes. Hi Wasim. All India on holiday today for Diwali. Yes. Happy Diwali. Yes. Yeah. Today is a holiday for this. Yeah. Correct. I understand that. So I see that. Many people was actually sending me a lot of holiday greetings. Thank you so much. Happy holiday, everybody. Right. So, yeah, for me, no holiday for me. Okay. So, yeah, once again, I have made some announcement. So do take note of the announcement. All right. And okay, so let's come in here. All right. So over at this point here, what is this? So let's check out the gold. Yes, the gold. Well, the gold was a fantastic move last week. I think we have a lot of contributors like Caro contributes about the gold price. Okay, and yes, we have fantastic last Friday. I guess the gold has taken out very nicely over here to 1620. And then to 1615 as of as the lowest here. All right, about here. So 1617. So we have taken out the 1620 as our target. After that, I guess there's one move that we are moving into this level, 1628 during the London session, and we have taken out the profits. 1638 is the next one that in the US hour. right? So after that, in the US, the next target, we're actually approaching the 1643. Am I right? Okay, if you guys still remember. All right, so 1643, yes, yep, over here, and we have taken out the 1643. So after that, there's a slip off. I guess it's going to pull some sellers in, and then after that, it still continue to take out all the sellers. Right, so yeah, this is how we look at. Okay, and for gold wise, still heading north, and still looking out for this level. Okay, over here, as you can see, right? So looks like tentatively 1671 is still possible. Okay, so at the moment, right, at the moment 1671 I think is still possible. So let's take a look. Okay, 1671 after about 1671 I would say. Okay, so let's take a look again. Slightly lower, I think I just put it 1670. Okay, 1670 for buying up first, then probably there may be a selling coming. Okay, so let's look out for this first, because tentatively is the direction is still showing on the buying side for gold, right? So don't try to sell first. Okay, right? So unless situation changes, if not, I still see that the selling may be coming for a short term. Okay, has to be here, right? It has to be in this point here, that I see that you know, this part here. Okay, right? Then after that, then maybe we will be looking out into the area here, right? Purple line. Okay, yep, my purple line. Okay, so yep, so this area here. So over here, yeah, last basing on this, yeah, last week we were actually looking at this to reaches this 1620 to take out the imbalance, and after that, I'm looking out into the 1643 basing off the purple line. Okay, and the white line is crossing through to give me the move. Okay, so that is why I'm looking out. That's why I'm looking out for a buy last week. Okay, then yeah. Okay, so yeah, to cross out and to take out this balance here. So looking at this, well, currently, if there is a selling opportunity, looks like it's building, but doesn't seems like but it's still not there yet. So this area here may be an area. Okay, if you want to continue buying, when it hits onto this area to form a support, then we can go for a buy. I think that's still pretty good for buying, right? So yeah, do take note. Okay, so I think it's still pretty good, right? So let's take a look later on. Okay, to see deals before we conclude it. All right. Okay, so that's all for now, and let me sum up. Okay, let me flesh it out. What do we have? Okay, so that everybody can later on you can take note. Okay, then we will be able to focus on all these currency pairs to sell. Okay, all right. So yeah, let's see, and I'm going to flash this out. Okay, so we are going to focus on Aussie CAD, Aussie franc, Aussie yen, Aussie kiwi, Aussie dollar, euro yen, euro dollar, pound dollar. Well, we are going to focus on all these currency pairs for selling today, right? For selling. So if you have any good selling opportunity there, okay, yes, you can, okay, take a selling trade for this. All right. So if not, you don't know where to sell, no worries. Okay, later on, in 1.5 hours later, okay, GMT +8, 3 o'clock, the London session, do come into my YouTube channel as well. Okay, so we can discuss. Okay, and we can exchange points, voice your view, and we can enter a trade and take a profit together. Okay, all right, guys. So do remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel right over here, and smash the like button for the effort behind the video. Right, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoy it and get some information here. And I shall see you in the London market later. All right. Thank you so much, guys. This is Eric Day from ACS Learning Hub.